And now I'm going to the 12th chapter, and like I said, I'm going to take a break. Because you're probably tired of me, aren't you? I know you are. I know you're tired of me. But this one I got to, I'm going to stretch out on it a little bit. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she being with child cried, traveling in birth and pain to be delivered. Now, this woman was Sarah, because she was going to be the mother of many nations. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pained to be delivered. A lot of people think it's Mary, the mother of Jesus, but I don't think it's Mary, the mother they're talking about. I think it's Sarah. Because like I'm saying, Sarah was going to be a mother of a strong nation, and many nations said. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another one in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. We know who this is, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads. And we're going to run into this same serpent a little further over in the scripture. We're going to get to it today. And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour a child as soon as it was born. And a third of the angels did get swept away with old Slewfoot. And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God and to his throne. That's right, talking about Jesus. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. Wow, there you go again. 1,260 days. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Threw them all out. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Now you got people down here that are following him, and they're deceiving the whole world. They done change history around, change incidents around. They done did all kind of stuff. They done changed a lot of stuff around. I think they done changed stuff around so much until they might not even know the whole truth. But if it's important, God will show it to us. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God, and the power of his Christ, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuse them before our God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved, I knew it was something in here like this, and they loved not their lives unto the death. They didn't have no joyful lives, but they understood what it was about. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, because he ain't there no more. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because He knoweth that he have but a short time. And he going to try to cause as much confusion and stuff as he can. And when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth, he persecuted the same woman that began that 12th chapter, which brought forth the man-child. He persecuted her. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time and times, and have a time, from the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water. Anything coming out of that serpent's mouth is water, might be water, but it's also a lie. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. In other words, he going to put so many lies out there until the whole truth just wasn't going to come out. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. See, the earth swallowed it up. And the dragon was rough with the woman and went to make war. Listen to this. With the remnant of her seed. With the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. Talking about the servants of God. Talking about the servants of God. That's right. Talking about the servants of God. God's servants. That's right. Be they whatever you call them, they're his servants. Because in one of these scriptures in the New Testament, he said, you see people out there, the disciples came and told him and said, hey, we see people talking about you, talking about what you were talking about, but they don't look like us. They don't dress like us. They don't act like us. But they're talking about you just like you were talking. And he said, I have sheep of many fold, and if they are for us, they're not against us. Praise God. So this is time. This is time, man. This is the time to get with God. I'm serious. Whatever hang-ups you got to get them, because it's the time to get with God. See how the world is flowing now?